The backstory of Trump's repeated false assertion he was against Iraq war before it started. Editor's note: Hillary Clinton pressed Donald Trump on his record on the Iraq war during Wednesday's third and final presidential debate. Here's a story from early September outlining his record on the Iraq war. Donald Trump's record on the Iraq war took a prominent role during a contentious exchange with Hillary Clinton regarding Mosul during the third and final presidential debate in Las Vegas. Once again, Donald is implying he didn't support the invasion of Iraq, Clinton said. Google it. You will see dozens of sources verifying that he supported the invasion of Iraq, and you can hear the audio of him saying it, Clinton said. Trump responded by denying Clinton's claims. The Republican nominee has a long history of defending his false assertion that he was against the Iraq war before it started. I happened to hear Hillary Clinton say that I was not against the war in Iraq, he said during NBC's Commander-in-Chief Forum in September. I was totally against the war in Iraq. You can look at Esquire magazine from 04. You can look at before that. NBC host Matt Lauer was strongly criticized by his colleagues in the media for not rebuffing Trump, who told shock jock Howard Stern in 2002 "Yeah, I guess so" when asked if he was in favor of the Iraq war, adding, "I wish the first time it was done correctly. I opposed going in," Trump said on Thursday. "And I did oppose it, despite the media saying no, yes, no. I opposed going in." The New York businessman claimed he opposed the war from the beginning, long after his interview with Stern, when he half-heartedly said he'd be for the conflict. He cited an interview from January 2003, right before the war's outbreak, with Fox News host Neil Cavuto as proof of his opposition before it started. "I said in an interview with Neil Cavuto that perhaps we shouldn't be doing it yet, and that the economy," these were quotes, "that the economy," this was on live television, "the economy is a much bigger problem as far as the president is concerned," he said. This was before the war started by a very short distance. Here's what Trump said in that appearance on Cavuto's program, after Cavuto asked whether President George W. Bush should be more focused on the economy or on the potential Iraq war. "Well, he has either got to do something or not do something, perhaps, because perhaps shouldn't be doing it yet and perhaps we should be waiting for the United Nations, you know. He's under a lot of pressure. I think he's doing a very good job. But, of course, if you look at the polls, a lot of people are getting a little tired. I think the Iraqi situation is a problem. And I think the economy is a much bigger problem as far as the president is concerned. Well, I'm starting to think that people are much more focused now on the economy. They are getting a little bit tired of hearing we're going in, we're not going in, whatever happened to the days of the Douglas MacArthur. He would go and attack. He wouldn't talk. We have to, it's sort like either do it or don't do it." When I watched Dan Rather explaining how we are going to be attacking, where we're going to attack, what routes we're taking, what kind of planes we're using, how to stop them, how to stop us, it is a little bit disconcerting. I've never seen this, where newscasters are telling the enemy how we're going about it. We have just found out this and that. It is ridiculous. Although Trump expressed skepticism about the war, he did not outright oppose it in this appearance. Trump then cited an interview from March 2003, when he was quoted by the Washington Post as saying the war was a mess. Just after the war had started, just days after the war had started, just a little while after, I was quoted as saying the war is a mess, Trump said in his Thursday speech in Cleveland. And yet, more evidence that I had opposed the war from the start. I said the war is a mess on television, somewhere.